So let's go for the discussion of these questions which have been given here. The first one, which is instruction for editing and omission based questions on modal verbs. And we find out some of the modal based errors are uh, given here. And some questions are also do not have any error, right? You need to check that. Uh, let's come to the first one, instruction for editing and omission questions on modal verbs. What do we find out in the following sentences? There are errors related to use of modal verbs. Some sentences may contain incorrect forms of modal verbs, unnecessary words, or improper combinations. Right. So, what you supposed to do? You're supposed to identify the errors related to use of modal verbs, right? And edit the sentence by correcting the errors. And third, omit any unnecessary words or parts that do not fit grammatically with the modal verb. Okay. So the first question, the company must to hire a new manager before the end of the month, isn't it?
Sir, two must be omitted. Two will be omitted.
Why?
Because the company must hire a new manager before the end of the month. This makes a complete sentence. There is no requirement of two.
Yeah. So instead of must to, we supposed to write must, right? That is the error because must is the modal verb. So instead of must to, we need to put must uh, as the base verb, base form of the verb. The company must hire a new manager before the end of the month. Second question, if you would have told me earlier, I could have helped you with the project. If you would have told me earlier, I could have helped you with the project. What it could be?
Sir, means what I have solved it. According to my answers, there is no mistake in this sentence. This is correct.
Hmm. But if you observe that what the sentence is a conditional sentence, isn't it? This sentence is a
Yes.
conditional sentence because it is beginning with if. If you would have told me earlier, I could have helped you with the project. Now, in that case, it seems like what the first conditional uh, clause should carry a past tense and it shall not use with would have, right? Would have told. Instead of writing would have told, it should be used with what? If you had. If you had told me earlier, I could have helped you with the project. If you had told me earlier, I could have helped you with the project. So the second part is correct, could have helped you, right? Which is, you can say that um, what we can say that closed condition, open condition, closed condition, impossible condition. So this sentence could be called as a um, impossible condition because it is written in a past perfect. If you had told, then I could have helped, isn't it? So therefore, the error should be had. Got my point?
Oh, sir, means in conditional sentence, when there are conditional sentences, then there should be always the verb should be in past tense. So why can't we use would here? That was the part I was unable to understand. Why cannot I use would?
And, the thing is that means you're making a condition, right? So, and if you talk about conditional sentences generally, conditional sentences generally have with the three forms. Sorry, four forms. What are they? Open condition, closed condition, impossible condition, imaginary condition. So, open condition generally means you talk about the condition which is presently available. Closed condition, which is called as the condition which cannot be available. And in that case, we generally say that if you ate the sweet, you would suffer. If you ate the sweet, you would suffer. But impossible condition generally rely on what? Rely on the past perfect, which is indicating any action had done in the past, then it would have also completed in the past itself.
Oh,
Right.
oh,
So therefore,
oh.
this sentence is stated about past perfect because it is clearly written if you uh, earlier. if you had told me earlier, so I could
Okay.
have helped you. So all these things occurred in the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now go to the third question. He could have finished his homework on time, but he decided to take a break. Now we obviously realize that the word off is there, isn't it? So could have is incorrect. It should use with the what? It can be called as only could, right? And what I supposed to write? I supposed to write he could finish his homework, right? So or he could have finished his homework on time, but he decided to take a break. So the answer should be what? Could have,
Mm.
right? Could have. He could have finished his homework on time, but he decided to take a break. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Coming, Akhil, do you get the idea? Because it is written, he could have finished his homework. So if you understand the meaning, इसका मतलब क्या होता है कि वो अपना homework ठीक टाइम पे कर सकता था, but he decided to take a break. लेकिन उसने क्या किया? Decide किया कि break ले लें, है कि नहीं? So that's why.
Yes, sir.
Question number 4. She should to take her medicine before breakfast every day. Now, obviously, the means answer should be what? Should plus base verb. It should be she should take her medicine.
Yes, sir.
It's a
Two will
kind of
come.
it's a kind of a suggestion or advice that you are offering to somebody by saying she should take her medicine before breakfast every day, right or not? So that's maybe she is suffering from diabetes or something else. So for which somebody is giving advice that you should take medicine before breakfast every day. Question number 5. They may to go to the concert if they get the tickets on time. They may,
Sir, two will be omitted.
yeah, two would be omitted. So instead of saying what, they may to go, it should be they may go to the concert, isn't it? So may plus base verb. They may go. Now, question number 6. I must not forget to call her when I will arrive at the station. So, what do you think that?
Sir, will be omitted.
Okay. So, what it should be?
I must not forget to call her when I arrive at the station.
When I arrive at the station. Very good. When I arrive. So, the only error we find out is called as a will. I must not forget to call her when I arrive at the station. Yeah, that's something called as a uh, appropriate sentence to point out. Question number 7. He ought to have finished the report by now. He is always late with deadlines. Do you find out any error in this?
Uh, Sir,
Yes,
I
sir.
think the ought to should be he may not have finished the report by now.
He may not finish the report by now.
Yes, sir. He may not have finished the report by now. He is always late with deadlines.
Why we go for the means may not? Because when you are talking about by now, it means we can say that he will have finished the report by now. He is always late with deadlines. So why not we use will? Because
Sir,
when we use,
because
because here you are just imagining. What you are imagining कि अभी तक कोई एक चीज हो जाना चाहिए था, right or not?
yes,
So,
sir.
so you are imagining or you are dreaming that he will have finished the report by now. He is
Mhm.
always late with deadlines, right?
Okay.
Uh,
Sir, because it is written, he is always
late
late
with
with deadline. I thought he may not have finished his
okay.
homework. So the deadlines में करता ही नहीं है. He's
But,
always late. So I think not.
but at the same time, you can also find out that report by now is also given, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Mm. But at the same time, if you talk about that, you ought to have finished the report by now. It is also correct, but the major error, or if I want to make it perfect, then I can write he will have finished the report by now. He is always late with deadlines, right? Okay, fine. Question number 8. If I knew about the meeting, I would have attended.
So attended it.
Now, please do remember that here you are using would have attended. So, which will be incorrect if you use if I knew. Here it is used only simple past. And that's why it cannot be used with would have attended. Yes, I can write in this way. If I knew about the meeting, I would attend it, right? So,
Oh.
or if I want to make it correct, then if I had known about the meeting, I would have attended it, right? So, you can make it correct by writing in this way, by stating what? If, sorry, if I had known about the meeting, right? About the meeting, comma, I would have attended it. This one is one means one correction. Then second one is called as if I knew about the meeting, I would attend it. I would attend it. So this is called as a second one, right? So this is the two ways, or these are the two ways in which you can make the sentence correct. Got the point?
Mhm.
Okay, coming to the next one. The next one is stated, I might can help you with your homework later this
Sir,
evening.
sir, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sir, here I was means here we should not use would because there is already a new in the first sentence. So if I knew about the meeting, because there is a new and it is indicating past tense, we should not use would here. Am I correct?
We shall not use would have. We shall
Okay.
not use would have. We only use would. I would attend it. So if it is written, if I had known, I have given the rule here, no? The rule is simple, that the first one is called as a past perfect, then the second one will be would have. If the first one is a simple past, then the second one will be only would
Would
attend
attend.
it. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, question number 9. I might can help you with your homework later this evening. So what do you think that?
So might will be omitted.
So what you supposed to use?
Sir, sir, that means there is only omission. I can help you with your homework later this evening.
The error in this sentence is called as a might and can. Both are used together. So both are called
Yes,
as
sir.
a means what you can say that both are nothing but indicating as a modal verb. So instead of using might and can together, we supposed to use only can, right? Which will be appropriate because I can help you with your homework later this evening. Right.
Hmm.
So can is indicating uh, a strong sense, and whereas might is indicating nothing but a disappointment or called as a less interest. Got the point?
Hmm.
Question number 10. She should have to been more careful with the words during the meeting. Now, if
Sir,
you
two will be omitted.
very good. It should not be to been, right? In the middle of it, you can find out have to been is used, which is incorrect. It should be she should have been more careful with her words during the meeting. Got the point? Mm. Question
Yes,
number
sir. Sir,
11.
it's sir blocking.
You must have seen him at the party last night. You must have seen him at the party last night. He was
Sir,
wearing, yes,
and will be in. You must have seen him in the party last night.
didn't get you.
Means, sir, I said you must have seen him in the party last night.
You are changing the preposition, right?
Yes, sir.
It is wrong. So generally we say at the party, at the airport, right? We don't say
Yes.
in the. In is used in is generally used in a big place or big, you can talk about country, you can talk about
Oh,
state, right? So, but when you're talking about any kind of a party, airport, bus stand, so there you can use at, right?
okay.
Uh,
Small please.
uh, and another one is called as you must have seen him at the party last night. So you find out that must is generally used where when you talk about the past,
Certainty.
no compulsion. So you can see
Compulsion.
that you must have seen him at the party last night. It is a past tense. You can use it as a past tense also. And he was wearing a red jacket, right? So only the error you would find out here is called as a semicolon, which I supposed to use here. You must have seen him at the party last night, semicolon, he was wearing a red jacket. This sentence is otherwise correct, right?
Okay.
Question number 12. Akhil, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we could have gone to the beach if the weather were better. Now understand that if we could have gone, right? It is a conditional sentence. We could have gone to the beach if the weather were better, right? Now, what do you think that?
So where will be was?
Hmm?
Where will be was means we could have gone to the beach if the weather was better. That is what I have written.
Can we say that we could go to the beach if the um, weather were better? Because generally means when you wish or desire, we use were with would, right? Uh,
Okay.
so if I write that we would go to the beach if the weather were better, right? So in that case, or you can say that the sentence could be correct. Uh, we could go to the beach if the weather were better. That's all. But it is wrong to use could have gone, right? When the conditional sentence is used with the simple past, if the weather were better. Got the point?
Sir,
Yes.
but where is like plural, right? So whether how weather can be plural?
Now, can we say that if I were king,
Yes, sir, we can say that.
why? King, if
Sir, that I don't know.
then that's what means when you wish or desire in the conditional sentences, generally you can say that if he were the president, if he were the president, right or not?
Okay.
So you make the sentence what in which you are using nothing but a wish or desire, don't you?
Hmm.
So in that case, even though we know the word where is incorrect in the third person singular or first person singular, still also we use it because it is the grammatical rule which stated that if in the conditional sentence we have a wish or desire, we supposed to use means where, right? Or you can say that, yeah, where. Got the point?
Yes. Okay.
Mm.
Conditional sentence with a wish, then where? Okay.
So like I wish there were hundreds of books in my library. I wish,
Hmm.
right? So okay, let me take you to the next one. The next one is called as I may not to go to the gym tomorrow if I feel too tired. What it could be.
Two will be omitted. I may not go to the gym. It will be.
So the error is called as a two. So by the way, yes, Akhil, what's your answer? I may not go to the gym tomorrow if I feel too tired, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So 14, question number 14, you should to finish your work before you go to the party tonight. I think it should be should, right? Isn't it? Only should. It shall not use with to finish. You should
Yes, sir.
finish. Okay. Question number 15, he might can call you later if he finishes his task early. Obviously, he can call you later if he finishes his task early, isn't it?
Uh, uh, uh.
He it is written no might and can together. We
Yes, sir. But
we can say that he might call you later if he
yes,
finishes his task early, isn't it?
yes, yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
so question
Sir,
number
I have written that he might call you.
okay, the next one you must not drive without a valid license. I hope you understand that. This is
Yes,
okay. Two shall not be used again. Okay, question number 17. They could have been more careful with their luggage while traveling.
sir.
So they
Off
could
will be have.
they could have been more careful with the luggage while traveling. Okay. Then 18, she must went to the market to buy the groceries after work, which should be she must go to the market.
Sir,
Uh,
I have changed it like two, so I wrote it that she may go to the market to buy groceries after work.
Yeah, that could be correct. And also you can make it correct by stating that she must have gone to the market. She must have gone to the market to buy the groceries after work. It means here you are making surety that she used to do such kind of a thing. So today also she must have gone to the market to buy the groceries after work, isn't it? Instead of writing must went, we supposed to write must have gone. Right. And as far as your statement, she may go to the market to buy the groceries after work. So it's a hypothesis or possibility, right?
Yes, sir.
Question number 19. I would have helped you. I would have helped you if you would have asked me earlier.
I have written it. Uh, I,
So we need to write that I would have helped you if you had asked me earlier, right? So obviously this is a kind of a impossible condition. I would have helped you if you had asked me earlier, right?
I thought that there is no error.
Yeah, there. Oh, how could you use again? You find out that would have helped and would have asked. It is a conditional sentence, isn't it?
Yes, sir. But before knowing it, I thought that there is no error. But now I can see the error. That yeah, I cannot use would twice because it is a conditional sentence. If there is a would, it should not be would in the next part, the later part of the sentence.
So next stage, he should not be so harsh with his comments during the presentation. He should not be too so harsh. So it should be what?
Will be open.
Yes, it should be instead of be to only be. He should not be so harsh with his comments during the presentation. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's move to the some of the questions which have been given here, and I think these questions also are great for you. I think time also doesn't permit me to. Okay, fine. I'll try to complete this, and then after I'll make it a little fast.
Sure.
Now you can see the questions which have been given here. Can you tell me?
Okay, which sentence expresses might hypothesis? Okay.
It is very easy to determine that because it is clearly stated which of the following sentence or sentences you uses the what you can say that
Hypothesis.
uses the modal verbs can to express ability in the past, right? Remember,
Okay.
ability in the past.
The could. The
Yeah.
B option.
So option B,
Option B.
right or not? That expresses ability in the past using could. Very good. She could finish the project when she was young. Now, question number 2. Which sentence uses might to express a hypothetical situation? Which sentence uses might to express a hypothetical means a situation?
Sir, C.
Look into each option. He might come to the party if he finishes his work. Right. It
Okay.
might rain tomorrow. Right. It's a possibility, right? It might rain
Possibility.
tomorrow. Less possibility. She might have gone to the store earlier. So, what do you think that?
Sir, hypothesis is a possibility. So possibility should be like in the past or in the present, or it can be in both. Sorry, it should be in the past or it should be in the future, or it can be both.
Think of it.
Thinking about it, hypothetical situation. Okay, so it might rain tomorrow. This is no, but this is not a hypothetical. You might want to reconsider that decision. He might come to the party if he finishes. Sir, A.
Why?
Sir, he might come to the party if he finishes his work. So, means this is not, there are possibilities. So, there is a hypothesis. So, this is a hypothetical situation. But all these sentences look like a hypothetical because there is a possibility.
Okay, let me point out that if you talk about the second sentence, it might rain tomorrow. So it is incorrect because this sentence expresses what? A possibility, not a hypothetical situation. right? So, and then C, she might have gone to the store earlier. If you talk about that, it is incorrect because it expresses a what? A past possibility. She might have gone to the store earlier, right? So, or guess you can say, not a hypothetical situation. Then D, you might want to reconsider that decision. Now, if you talk about that, what is it stated? It is stated that you might want to reconsider that decision. So it is incorrect because it is a suggestion, not a hypothetical situation. So therefore, you can consider option A would be appropriate here, right?
Yes, sir.
Question number 3. Choose the correct sentence that shows obligation with must, right?
Okay,
You use
obligation.
with must.
The option A.
Option option A. Why?
Sir, C. Sir, C.
Okay, let me point out. You must take your medicine before dinner, right? It is a duty, right? Because taking
Yes, sir.
medicine before dinner, it's an obligation. Now look into the option B. You must have called her earlier. So must have indicates a past deduction, right?
Yes, sir.
Not an obligation. So C, you must not speak during the exam, right? Because it
It
shows
is
that
obligation.
it is a prohibition, not obligation. You must not speak during the exam.
Okay, yeah, it is a prohibition.
Because you make somebody compulsion that they cannot speak. You can't say that it is your duty. Even if it is your duty, if you speak also, they will prohibit you, isn't it?
Oh,
Okay.
I just got
Then
confused.
so but you must take your medicine before dinner. It is your duty. If you don't do it, nobody will force you to take the medicine.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Uh, so
Yes.
next is called as you must be joking. So it is incorrect because it is a deduction about the present, right? Not an obligation. You must be joking. Got the point? So here the answer should be option A, right?
Yeah.
Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So coming to the next one, just check it. All these questions before I jump to the discussion.
Would for a polite request.
Choose the sentence that uses would for a polite request. Choose
Sir,
the sentence that
A. Option A. Sir, A.
okay. So choose the sentence that uses would for a polite request. Would you mind passing the salt? I would like to go to the party tomorrow. Right. I would go, but I have another commitment. Would she have completed the task on time? Now, if I talk about the option D, what is it it pointed? Would she have completed the task on time? Incorrect, because it expresses what? A possibility in the future, but it's not the most relevant option, right? You can say that she may go to the concert. That fits better, right? So got the point? Then option C. If you talk about option C, what do we find out? Um, it is stated I would go, but I have another commitment. So it is incorrect because it expresses present possibility, being late, not future. Right. It is stated no, I would go, but I have another commitment. Right. I would go means I would go late, but I have an because I have another commitment, or you can say that but not in a future, you can say. Option B, I would like to go to the party tomorrow. So what you are saying that I would like to go to the party tomorrow. What do you think that?
Sir, means what?
I would like to go to the party tomorrow. So I have already pointed that.
Yes, sir. Sir, but still, isn't request something which is asked for? So
Yeah,
I would
see, if you talk about I would like to go to the party tomorrow. So it expresses a what? A desire, not a polite request. Because when you are saying that I would like to go to the party tomorrow, it means you are desired to go to the party tomorrow. Isn't it?
Yes,
So,
sir.
but if you say that, would you mind passing the salt? It means you are politely requesting somebody to pass you the salt, don't you?
Yes, sir. We
Okay.
are.
Hmm. So in that case, answer option A. Okay. Question number 8. Which sentence correctly uses ought to express
But this
obligation?
also option A.
You ought to
Sir,
apologize.
option A.
Arre wah. Good. Yeah, you ought to apologize for your behavior. So that would be obligation, you can say. He ought to have been there by now, which is incorrect because it expresses a what? A past expectations, not present obligation. He ought to have been there by now. It means you are expecting somebody to present there, right? So it means it is already past. So past expectation, we can say. We ought to finish this task today. So when you say that we ought to finish this task today, so it is also incorrect because it is less specific compared to the option you ought to apologize. Right.
Yes, sir.
Then next is called as D. That called as they ought to go to the meeting. It also lacks the same clear expression like option C. Um, you can say that expression of obligation. They ought to go to the meeting. Right? They're required to go to the meeting. So, which is not expressed as option A indicates. Fine. Question number 9. In which sentence is can used to express permission?
Sir, A. Sir.
I think good. Can I can I borrow your pen? Very good. She can speak 5 languages. That indicates ability, right or not? uh, not permission. And can you see the difference? It is also incorrect because it asks a question about perception, not permission. Right? Can you see the difference? It's a perception, right? Not permission. And if you talk about he can finish his project by Friday, what does it express? Ability, not permission. Very good. Okay. Okay. Next question number 10. What do we go for? Look at it.
Which uses must follow direction about the present. Okay.
Which sentence uses must for a logical deduction about the present? Which sentence uses must for a logical deduction about the present?
Exactly is this thing, deduction. You are using it many times in the class, but I am unable to find the accurate meaning of this deduction.
Logical deduction means what you infer, right? Like means which sentence uses must for a logical deduction about the present. Now, if you see that after your long journey, you must be tired, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, what do you find out? The logical deduction is what? Long journey must be tired.
Okay.
Long journey is nothing but the region. What is the means conclusion that you draw? You must be tired.
He must be tired.
He must be tired, or you must be tired, right or not?
Yes, sir.
But if you look at the he must have arrived by now. So it refers to the past. He must have arrived by now. It means you are expecting that somebody must have reached to the particular place, right?
It is an expectation.
So they must be coming back tomorrow. What do you find out that? It refers to a future deduction. So you can say that it is a future deduction, it is a past deduction, and this one is a logical deduction. So something occurred in the past, and that's why you deduce that he must have arrived. So something.
And what about D?
Huh? Yeah, I'm coming to that. They must be coming back tomorrow. It means called as they have done something in the present and which deduction will be in future. Then she must leave early to catch the flight. Right. She must leave early to catch the flight. What do you think that? It is not a deduction, but a necessity. She must leave early, right, to catch the flight. It is necessity. So therefore, option D, B, C, D cannot. Option A would be the answer. Okay. Question number 11. Select the sentence. that you just made to express polite permission. Select the sentence that you just made to express polite permission. Yeah, so you can go with the A. May I help you with that? So obviously she may have already left. It cannot be called as a permission because it expresses a past possibility. So then not a polite information. Then it may snow tonight, again called as a possibility. D, they may try a new approach, right? So suggestion. They may try a new approach. It's a suggestion, isn't it? Because you are telling somebody you may try a new approach, right?
Akhil left.
Huh? Let him.
Akhil
Let him. He actually joined since 6 o'clock. He has joined since six. Right. So coming to the question number 12, identify the sentence that expresses hypothesis in the past using would have. Right. Identify the sentence that express hypothesis in the past using would have. What do we find out here? The first one, if I had known, I would have helped you. Right. So obviously A would be the answer. Right. As all the answers have been given with the option A, you must have understood now. Identify the sentence that express if I would have. It is stated expresses what hypothesis in the past. I'm not sure about it. You may find out that other options could be interchanged or jumbled.
I never saw it, but yes.
Okay. If I had
all
known,
the
I would have helped you. But if you look at the second one, he would have gone to the party if he had time. Now, in this is not the correct one because it expresses what? A conditional action in the past, not a hypothesis. It is a conditional action, isn't it? If he had time. C. I would have spoken up if I had the chance. Again, you would find out it is also incorrect because it expresses a missed opportunity, right? In the past, not a hypothesis. And four, she would have succeeded if she had worked harder, right? So again, it describes nothing but a past perfect or past conditional outcome, not a hypothesis. So therefore, option B, C, and D are not the hypothesis. The first one, if I had known you, would have helped you. Okay. Coming to the next one. Akhil is there or left?
No, sir, he rejoined. I'm there.
Okay. Okay, coming to the question number 13. Choose the sentence where should is used to express criticism of past action.
Okay. The criticism past action.
You should have been more careful with your report.
Option A. A. Why is this?
You should have been more careful with your report. Right. Now, look into that option B. She should work on improving her skills. She should work on improving her skills is, yeah, it's a kind of a suggestion, not criticism or past action. So B, we should leave before it gets dark. We should leave before getting dark or before it gets dark.
Yes.
Again, it is a suggestion, right? Not a criticism. I should stop by the store after work. What do you think that?
Okay, I should stop by the store.
Again, I should stop by the store after work. Means it is a kind of a thought that you are thinking for yourself, or you can say that it is a kind of a suggestion you give it to yourself.
It is not criticism.
Not a criticism. Okay, you should have been more. You should have been more careful with your report. It means it is a criticism of past action. You did something wrong for which you have been given a kind of a criticism. Question number 14. Which sentence uses could to express a polite suggestion?
Could, acha. Could ask help if you are struck. Sir, A. Sir, option A.
You could ask for help if you are stuck. Right. Yeah. So in that case also you can find out a polite expression. Next,
Yeah.
I could see
Suggestion.
I could see the changes after the meeting. Now you can see that it describes a past action, not a suggestion. So option A is the correct answer. B is not a you can say description. I could see the changes after the meeting, right? So in that case, you can find out it is a kind of a description of a past action, not a suggestion. And she could finish it if she tried harder, right? Now, in that case, what do you find out? It expresses um, the past ability, not a suggestion. She could finish it, isn't it? It means she had the ability to do that. D, you could speak with the manager about the issue, right? In that case, you can point out that kind of a suggestion for action, but you could ask for help is more direct, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, question number 15. In which sentence does would express a conditional action in the past? What do you think that?
He would be happy to assist you. If you had asked, I would have helped. Conditional action in the past. So, sir,
Yeah, in which sentence does would express a conditional action in the past? If you had asked, I would have helped you. Right? It is a conditional action in the past. If you observe B, C, D, I would like to travel to Paris someday. Right? Obviously, incorrect because it expresses a what? A desire. I would like to. Desire. So, would you join me for a walk later? Right? So, it expresses a present request, not a past conditional. A present request. He would be happy to assist you. So expresses a what? What do you mean by that? It expresses nothing but a willingness. He would be happy to assist you. It means he desires to assist you or help you, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, I hope you understood all. See, the intention is to give you the idea about through the examples to make you understand about all these model verbs, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Question number 16. Select the sentence that you just might to show uncertainty, right? Uncertainty. What is that?
Uncertainty.
Hmm.
Okay, she might be in the meeting right now. She might have mistaken about time. She might not arrive on time. Uncertain.
Uncertainty.
The
Select the
C.
sentence. Huh?
So C, yes, yes, D, C or
Yeah, it's
so C or D.
okay. Let me point out the first option. It might be a good idea to stay home today, right? So so uncertainty, no. So A is not. It might be a good idea to stay home today. It's called also encourage because it suggests a what possibility. But
yes,
if you say that what I might have been mistaken about the time expresses I might have been mistaken about the time. It's called as uncertainty because here you are using the term called as a mistaken, isn't it? I might have been mistaken. So second is option B. She might be in the meeting right now. What do you find out that? Um, she might be in the meeting right now indicates about what? Um, that called as
certainty,
it's a possibility.
possibility.
She might be in the meeting right now. It's a possible that she might be present in the meeting. Then if I talk about D, he might not arrive on time. It is incorrect because it is a possibility. He might not arrive on time. It means there is a possibility he might not
Negative
arrive.
possibility.
Not an expression or uncertainty. Right. So answer should be option C. Right. Let's go to the question number 17. What does it say? Which sentence uses can for future possibility? What do you think that?
You can always count on me. You can visit us next, sir. Future possessor C.
Yeah. Which sentence uses can for future possibility? If you look at the C, he can visit us next week, which is a future possibility. But if you talk about option A, it can be very cold in the mountains during winter. It is incorrect because it speaks of a general possibility, not a specific future, right?
Hmm.
Option B, you can always count on me for support. It expresses ability, or you can say that, but not a future possibility. You can always count on me for support. It shows your ability to help others. Then option D, the bus can take you to the city center. So again, expresses what ability, not a future possibility. Right.
Yes.
Let's go to the question number 10, 18. Choose the sentence where must expresses prohibition. Right. So what do you think that?
The B.
You must
B.
wear a helmet while riding. You must wear a helmet uh, while riding. Now, obviously, it expresses an obligation, not a prohibition. Right, you
Yes, sir.
must wear a helmet while riding. It's an expression, what you can say that obligation, not a prohibition. You must not enter this area without permission. Right, it is advice, not prohibition. You must not enter this area without permission. Right, so she must be careful with her words. She must be careful with her words. Obviously, what we can say that, which one you said that? It's a
So
B,
B,
no?
I said.
Okay. She must be careful with her words. It is advice. Right. Yes, it is an advice. So option A is also means obligation. C is advice. D, they must hurry if they want to catch the train. Right. They must hurry if they want to catch the train.
Necessity.
Obviously, it expresses
Necessity.
necessity. Option B would be the correct answer. Right, you must not enter this area without permission. So this indicates nothing but a prohibition, because you prohibit somebody from entering your area. Good. Next, the last two questions are there. The last two questions, which are indicating about what should and could. What do we find out? Which of the following sentence uses should to express a suggestion? Very good. You should try the new restaurant in town. Right. Express a suggestion. What do you think that?
The following use should to express suggestion.
You should try the new restaurant in town.
Yes, sir. A.
A is the answer. So B, she should leave the office by 5 p.m. She should leave the office by 5 p.m. It cannot be, because it is more of a recommendation, not a suggestion. It's a recommendation, right? C, he should be more polite to his colleagues. Now, in that case, it expresses advice, because he must be impolite. So that's why you're advised that he should be more polite to his colleagues. D, you should not ignore your responsibilities. So it is more of a what? A warning than a suggestion. You should not ignore your responsibility. Right? It's a kind of a warning. Then the last one, 20. So answer should be option A, question number 19. Okay. 20, which sentence uses could to express a past possibility? Which sentence uses could to express a past possibility? Which one do you think that?
Sir, C. The C.
C. Very good. So he could have finished the task by now, right? Past possibility. Uh, yeah. So option A, I could see the mistake after reviewing the report. Obviously, this cannot be, because it refers to a past ability, not a past possibility. I could see the mistake. So I have that ability to see the mistake after reviewing the report. B, she could be at the meeting by now. Incorrect, because it refers to what? A present possibility. She could be at the meeting by now, right? So, not a past one. So it's a possibility. C is the answer. He could have finished the task by now. It is a past possibility that you are expressing. D, they could leave after the event. So it is also incorrect, because it expresses a what? They should leave after the event, right? So present possibility, not a past one. So in that case, the answer should be option C. I hope you understood.
Yes, sir.
So that's all for the day. We'll meet in the next class. I'll give you some questions. Mm, and all about the models are done. I hope these 40 questions help you a lot. to understand the model. That's all. Thank you.